We all know that one person who seems to have it all, and we all look up to and wish to be like that person. Well, what if I told you you could be that person? Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel. My name is Out to Above, and for somebody who's trying to level up in life, whether they be in school or general health, well then, you're in the right place. First point, I have to just quickly get the obvious one out of the way. You have to have something worth looking up to. Now, this point is kind of too obvious, but I'll list it out anyways just because there is that one person out there who doesn't know. What I mean by having something worth looking up to, I mean that you have to have something in your life of value, an accomplishment or an achievement. In terms of school, what this would look like is just that you get the best grades in physics. That's something really worth looking up to. Or you get the best grades in math. That's something also worth looking up to. You could also be really good at social skills. That's another thing to look up to. Basically, just have something worth looking up to, an accomplishment, an achievement that other people deem valuable. Now, I said what other people deem valuable, I should actually cut that out, because that's the wrong use of words. What I should instead say is that something that you deem valuable, I want you to max it out in. Let's say you really value fishing. That's a weird example, but we'll just go with it. Let's say you really value fishing. What would suggest for you is not to quit fishing and then focus on rugby or something. What I would suggest to you is to put all your effort, all your attention on a thing that you love, which is fishing. Then you become like a good fisher. That way when people see you, they know that, damn, that guy's really good at fishing. I wish I was as good as him as fishing. That's probably how you feel about Jacob, isn't it? You probably think to yourself, damn, I wish I was as good as Jacob in A or B or C. I'm just making an example. Before I continue, I want to actually clear something. I don't know anybody with the name of Jacob. I'm just making an example. I just think of the name Jacob and I'm like, you know what, I'll roll with it. I'll go with the name Jacob. I know maybe I didn't need to clarify that. I just wanted to make sure because my editor asked me a question about it, so just trying to clear that up. So point number one, the obvious point, have something worth looking up to, and make sure that there's something that you deem valuable. Point number two, carry yourself with confidence. Honesty. The most confident person, you may not have to be competent. Competence and confidence actually work in conjunction with one another, but I'll get to that later. But the most confident person, you could be the most incompetent person out there, but you'll still find yourself being envious of that person. I'll make an example of myself. There was this one guy back in the 3rd grade when I was a little kid. I didn't know anything about anything. I guess everybody was good at school when we were when we were little babies. We were just counting apples, that's it. But I was better than the entire class, so that was something worth looking up to, correct? You would see that and you're like, damn, that's a smart little kid. Well, I didn't think that. What I deemed valuable was this one guy who could say what he wanted when he wanted. Well, like that guy, I was a kid. He's a little kid. Because we were kids at that time. He wouldn't even say funny things. He wouldn't say productive things. He would just say things. Ma'am, I forgot my homework. And then everybody would laugh. It's not even funny. But then I would think, man, I really wish I was like that guy. I'd give up all the grades in the world just to be like this confident person. Confidence can carry you all the way to How to Above's YouTube channel, and even further than that. Having confidence opens the doorway to so many opportunities. My accounting teacher actually speaks about this more often than not, mostly in conjunction when he talks about relationships. He tells us that you can be the most unattractive guy in the entire world. You can still get the most beautiful girl in the world. Then obviously we asked him, how? What do you mean by that? Like, no girl would go for you if you're ugly. He says, just approach a girl with all the confidence you have. then no matter who it is, no matter what you look like, no matter what your social economic background is, they will fall for you. And I didn't believe it at first because like, what? That doesn't make sense at all. But then I thought about, oh, in grade 3 I also envied this one guy who had like no skills whatsoever, yet I envied him purely because of his confidence. You get guys, and also this was made apparent to me when I tried to play soccer for a club. In the club, I was quite competent at soccer. As I say quite, I'm not trying to sound overconfident, but I'm overconfident, whatever. I was competent in soccer. I am competent in soccer. This one guy, he is not competent at all. Like, he knows the basics: trap, pass. That's it. That's all he knows. He doesn't know how to do skills. He doesn't know how to shoot. He doesn't know how to tackle. He doesn't know how to defend. But just because he carries himself with so much confidence, the coach couldn't help but put him in the starting lineup. That guy would come onto the pitch and you would immediately know it's him. By the way he walked, the way he talked, just the way he interacted with the people. You would think that, nah, this guy, he just has to be competent. But confidence is the most fake it till you make it type thing out there. But the reason why I made point one is because I want you guys to kind of do this the right way. You can fake it, don't get me confused. You can skip point 1 and just fake confidence and you'll still get admiration. But that would be like false admiration because you're not kind of practically skilled, you're just theoretically skilled. Point 1 was me telling you to just build something worth value to you, so then you become competent at that something. What always follows after competence is confidence. Quote me on this, like cut this out and edit it. I promise you, when you become competent at something, you 100% become confident at that. 10 out of 10 times, always. I became competent at math and at school in general. That's why I'm confident at that. That's why I'm able to confidently give you guys advice on that, because I'm competent at it. Now, pretend I wasn't competent at school. I was still able to give you guys advice. Let's say I fake confidence. I was like, you know what? I'm good at school. I'm the best at school. I'm good at math. I'm the best at physics. Let me just say I faked confidence. Cool. You could still see, okay, yeah, this guy's confident in school. Yeah, when you ask me, hey, how to above, how do I get better grades in math? That's when I'm quiet. I don't know what to say beyond that, because my confidence is built in a house of cards, metaphorically. It's not based off of real things. It's a false admiration that you have for me. That's why I would highly advise you guys to first get competent, then get confident. Step number 3, and those of you guys who have been watching my channel for a minute now will get annoyed at me saying this, but you kind of have to see yourself as a person who already gets admiration from everybody else. That's right. Step number 3, drum roll. Step number 3 is identity. Let me be serious for a minute. Identity. How you shortcut everything in life. Identity. When you mold your identity around what you want, then you get that thing so much faster. When you think of yourself as, okay, I'm the guy that everybody looks up to. This isn't confidence, this is the identity you have. Identity breeds confidence, and then the confidence kind of like leads into people thinking that you're competent. Confidence and competence just play on one another, and then identity just helps to accelerate the process. When you shift your identity to make yourself believe that you already have something, what you'll find is that you'll achieve that something much faster than if you were to believe that you're somebody trying to achieve that thing. It's complicated. Let me explain it in a better example. I made a video about how to quit bad habits. Go check it out. I explained it really well there, but I'll try to give it some more background, I guess. Let's say 2 people try to quit smoking. There's one guy thinks of himself as somebody who's trying to quit smoking. So when you offer him a cigar, he goes, no thanks, I'm trying to quit smoking. Now, the second person also was trying to quit smoking, but instead of him thinking, okay, I'm trying to quit smoking, he thinks, I don't smoke. So now, when you offer him a cigar, he goes, no thanks, I don't smoke. Who do you think between those 2 guys is gonna fold first? Obviously the first one. He doesn't have the identity of somebody who doesn't smoke. he has the identity of somebody who's trying not to smoke. So 9 out of 10 times he's going to fail. Meanwhile, that other guy, he knows, okay, I don't smoke. I'm not a smoker. I'm not gonna accept a cigar from anybody. 9 out of 10 times he's going to succeed. Identity. Once you have that, you have everything. You may not know it just yet, but you're already somebody worth looking up to. If you follow the practical steps I laid out in this video, you too will see it. Thanks so much for sticking to the end of the video. You obviously liked it, so do leave a like on the video, subscribe, and even leave a comment. I know this one was a bit short, but I just wanted to pack as much info in a short amount of time as possible. And remember, it always seems impossible until it's done.